Okay, so it seems like we have a little bit of an update on the new Project Nami kind of game. Now, obviously, if you guys don't know, Kuro Games have been working on a new game behind the scenes to kind of follow up from Wuthering Waves. Now, obviously, it's not going to be connected to Wuthering Waves in any way, at least as far as I know. But obviously, you know, Wuthering Waves has been the most recent game that Kuro Games has made, and now they're set to make another one, which I think is great. And obviously, we've had a little bit of information already, which we covered in a previous video, where essentially we know that Project Nami is going to be an action multiplayer online game, which obviously is going to be very, very nice to see. And also it's going to be developed using Unreal Engine 5, which has been the big talk of a lot of kind of gaming people, I guess, in the space, because obviously due to its power and the amount of like kind of graphical, I don't really know how to describe it, you know, the graphical kind of capabilities that it has, it's pretty insane. So obviously, you know, people are very excited to see what Kuro Games can really come up with. Well, it seems like we have a little bit of an update on how and when we're actually going to see this new game coming out, or even some kind of sneak footage for it. And well, it might be sooner than we think. Obviously, they say here Kuro Games has Kuro Games' new website has added a teaser saying new chapter coming soon, full video and website link below. They said maybe Project Nami will be announced at KuroFest 2025. Now, yeah, KuroFest 2025 is coming up very, very soon, and obviously, you know, a lot of people are going over there. A lot of creators are also going over there as well. I think it's over in China, and obviously, yeah, people are excited to see what exactly they can bring, and it seems like the perfect time to announce a new game, which I definitely agree with Naoshu here in saying that we could actually see Project Nami, or at least get some kind of more information about Project Nami in the future at KuroFest alongside a lot of the other stuff that is going on. Now, this is the website. You know, it's very interesting. It's not exactly the best built website, I'm going to be honest. It looked like someone made it in like some random IT class, but it does have this timeline here where you can essentially go through the timeline of games made by Kuro Games. Obviously, they started off with Battlefield Twin Tails Open Beta, then we had Punishing Greyraven First Reveal, Punishing Greyraven Open Beta, and then Punishing Greyraven Near Automata. Then we got Wuthering Waves First Reveal, and then we got Punishing Greyraven Black Rock Shooter. We got Wuthering Waves hits 30 million pre-registrations. Then we got Wuthering Waves nominated for for the Player's Voice and Best Mobile Game in the Game Awards, you know, Wuthering Waves Global Launch, and then finally next chapter coming soon, which obviously looks very exciting. Now, obviously, if I click on this, oh wait, something's actually coming up. I did not know something would come. Oh, okay. This is what happens whenever you click on it, apparently. Again, oh my god, that is so loud. Okay, well, that is essentially what is here. I mean, you know, you see cartethyia, we got the Punishing Greyraven person. Sorry, I don't play Punishing Greyraven, so I don't know who that is. But yeah, obviously some kind of credits and things. But again, very, very exciting, and I think, you know, the next chapter coming soon definitely does hint that there could be some kind of you know, new game, some kind of new project, and the only project we know about obviously is Project Nami, and people are very, very excited to see what happens. You know, people saying click on the next chapter coming soon on the history tab. It has some Easter eggs, and then obviously, yeah, this is the one that they're talking about. Yeah, it's literally the same video that we looked at. I mean, it doesn't show us any kind of sneak peeks to any kind of games or anything, but it's nice to see. You know, they've added it onto the kind of banner, onto the timeline, sorry, in general. They also say it's Kuro Games on China Joy. There are 2 days left, I think, so maybe it's a low chance. Which obviously, yeah, China Joy is also another event which we actually covered a while ago. I think it probably almost exactly a year ago, if China Joy is right now. And that's whenever they announced a lot of the PlayStation footage and a lot of the PlayStation stuff that was going on over there. So again, that could also be a viable kind of place to see, you know, more information about, you know, Kuro Games' next game. But honestly, I think KuroFest might be the one, because they want to make KuroFest big. Let's be real. I don't think they want to make KuroFest one of these small events where, you know, people don't really care about it and it's just like a fun thing for fans. But, you know, people don't care at the end of the day. I think if they announce something big on their first big KuroFest, because I'm pretty sure it is their first one. I mean, I haven't seen any others. Maybe there has been one before that. But yeah, no, it's going to be exciting, because if they do release a new game, it could really improve, you know, how much people are interested in KuroFest and, you know, get people talking about it, which I think is actually a really, really smart move. And again, you know, it could be a multitude of different things we could see at this festival. I mean, it could just be like a little teaser trailer. It could just be like maybe I don't know, a kind of announcement of when they're going to release something. I don't know. It could literally be anything, you know. Don't expect like a full out and out trailer. I mean, that might not be the case, but I definitely do expect some kind of development with Project Nami, whether that is just a little bit of, you know, some dude talking about it and saying like, we plan to get this done by 2026 or something like that. You know, it could literally be anything. But again, a trailer would be very, very nice though, and you know, obviously we'll be covering that if that does come out. Now, yeah, obviously, as we know, you know, Project Nami, it's apparently a kind of story about the era of machines and magic. It's bare gears, rune-covered armor, giant war machines powered by energy. This era is this is the era of extraordinary heroes, unique characters. They have distinctive personalities, different shapes, and unique three-dimensional fighting such mobility styles. They say this is the era of passionate warfare, the multiplayer action combat. Devote yourself to a greater mission greater than yourself. Team up to fight strong enemies, face death together, and return to battle again and again. So obviously, yeah, as we know, it is going to be a what's it called, an action multiplayer online game. So again, it's going to have a lot of those kind of mechanics in there. So don't expect this as well to be exactly like Wuthering Waves or anything like that. I think that's what also a lot of people are expecting. I think this is going to be something completely different. I don't know even if this is going to be a gacha game in the first place. I mean, many people are speculating about that as well. I mean, again, what it seems like to me is it's going to be some kind of fighting game, whether that's to do with like shooters or something like that. I mean, they don't say shooter here. So again, maybe it's something to do with swords. I mean, like what we can see from this image is there's a couple of like sword things. So maybe it's like sword fighting type. I don't really know. It's very hard to tell based off the information that they've given us, especially with it being translated. But again, you know, it seems like there is some kind of like battle mechanics to it, and obviously, you know, the first kind of giveaway is like it's online as well, so in that kind of sense it's not like Wuthering Waves. Obviously Wuthering Waves you do co-op, but this looks like multiplayer, like versus you know, another person. I don't really know whether, you know, that's going to be a big aspect of it, but obviously they say stuff like, you know, you face death together and return to battle again and again. It almost feels like, you know, I'm not saying that it is a battle royale, but you know how in like a battle royale, or actually it doesn't even have to be a battle royale, like, you know, like Marvel Rivals or Overwatch or something like that, you know, you go and like again. I think it's going to be like one of those games where you'd have like a lobby, and then you like, you know, you ready up with your friends or whatever, and then you go into a game, and then you can keep going back into a game again and again and again. That's what it kind of says to me whenever they say return to battle again and again. Maybe they also mean that you just respawn in the kind of area. I'm not sure. Again, they've left it very cryptic, which honestly I think is actually a better thing, because it leaves room to kind of speculate what this could be. But obviously, yeah, people saying team up to fight strong enemies, face death together, and return to battle again and again, face a fated showdown. And obviously, yeah, people are thinking it could be similar to Elden Ring and Night Rain, which obviously came out recently, which honestly it could be, and you know, it's going to be very interesting to see if that is the case. But yeah, I mean, you know, people saying if this is an FPS, praise the Lord, it will be like Apex Legends had devs that actually cared and actually listened to the players. I really hope it's FPS. You know, people say Light Rail, Helldivers vibe, which again, yeah, it could be Helldivers too. There's so many different options that they could go down in terms of genres, which, you know, has people very, very excited. And I'm, you know, obviously with Kuro Games and the amount that they cook, I really do hope that this isn't a gacha game and that this is a regular game, so they can get their foot into the door of regular kind of game development. Because, you know, they've been at places like, for example, the Game Awards, talked to many developers over there, and, you know, saw how great they're doing for releasing their games, which are non-gacha. I feel like maybe like Solon had a little bit of a taste of that, and he's like, damn, I kind of want a game that isn't a gacha too. And so now they're working on this. I don't know, but again, I thought that was very interesting, and obviously this comes off the back of them, you know, interacting a lot more with a lot of Western developers and stuff that are creating like non-gacha games, which I think, yeah, I mean, maybe that influenced their decision a little bit there. But yeah, that's about all of the information that we have on Project Nami so far. I mean, it's a very interesting update that we do have a coming soon sign now, so maybe we will see this at KuroFest, and obviously, as I said, I'll keep you guys up to date if there is any updates on this. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to Game Subs, use my code Kazakh, get 10% off. Again, they got a ton of really cool stuff over there. I definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Also, see ya.